In iOS 8, Apple has added some very nice improvements to the Photos application on both the iPhone and the iPad. First of all, talking about iCloud Drive. Now, I made an iCloud Drive video. You can find it in my iOS 8 playlist, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about iCloud Drive other than how it involves photos. With iCloud Drive and Photos, you can now store all of your photos on the iCloud Drive. This is a difference from previously with iCloud Photo Stream, where you had a 1,000 photo cap in your iCloud syncing, where it will just keep your most recent 1,000 photos in iCloud. Now you have the option with iCloud Drive, if you have enough space in your drive, you can store all of your photos. No limit other than space that you purchase. You can store all of them in your iCloud Drive, and they will all be available in your photo stream. And those photos will also be stored in the original format and the original resolution. So they will be full resolution, sharp images that will be stored in the cloud, ready for you to access wherever you are. So this is just a summary of the pricing of iCloud Drive real quick. So your first 5 gigabytes are free, 20 gigabytes for 99 cents a month, 200 gigabytes for $3.99 a month, and then you can also have options up to 1 terabyte. The next improvement is search. So I'm going to demonstrate this on my iPad over here. So if I go over to all my photos, there is now a search bar up here that I can tap in and search my photos with some tags. So it gives me some recommended ones up here, so nearby, home, and then some times, September and October. I can also type in other tags such as a place or a time that the photo was taken. So for example, I could type in Sanibel Island. It'll pull up all the photos that I've taken in Sanibel Island. I could also type in a time, so like December, the photos that I've taken in December. The next new feature is some improved editing. So I'm going to demonstrate this on both the iPhone and the iPad. You just tap the edit button in the upper right corner, and there will be some familiar controls like the auto enhance and the crop, but there are some new ones. Let's click on the levels button. So with the levels, you have the option to adjust either the light or the color. So let's start out with light. And you get this little film strip here that you can drag around to change the level of light. Okay, so it doesn't really seem like all that much is going on. It's just kind of increasing the lightness and decreasing the lightness, right? But if we tap on these little option lines here, we could bring up some more settings, and this is all that's going on when you're adjusting the levels of light. And you can manually adjust these different things. So I can manually adjust the shadows, I can manually adjust the highlights, but this is all that is changing automatically when you move that little light slider. So you don't even have to think about the brightness, the contrast, the exposure, the highlights, and the shadows. All you have to do is just move this little bar for light, and it automatically recognizes how it can make the best changes to all of those sub-levels. It's the same idea if we hop over to color. Just move the slider up and down to add or remove color. And again, there's all of these, two different sub-levels here that it's adjusting simultaneously, very intelligently based on the picture, contrast and vibrancy. And again, you can manually adjust these items, or you could just let the iPad or iPhone do it automatically based on the photo.